Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open greatly today, and let's try to get some wins with this team. We're going to be using the Clodsire paired with the Spiritomb and the Cradily. So pretty nice double save swaps in the back. You can go Spiritomb or the Cradily. In this situation, we are going to use our Cradily versus the Feraligatr. Feraligatr is a shadow. We go for the Rock Tomb. It gets the debuff, but also it's kind of a bait, right? Because Grass Knots is super effective, and we do end up investing 2 shields in this situation. Double debuff, Hydro Cannon, not enough to take us out. And you can see right here, able to beat this Feraligatr straight Rock Tombs in the 2 shield scenario. So that is pretty significant. As you might remember from past seasons, Feraligatr, which is running rampant, and now we have the Spiritomb versus the Lapras. Huge Shadow Ball goes through. It's okay if we get taken out here, because then we can get some farm. Spiritomb, pretty good job against a pretty big tank, and down goes their team. So GG to our opponent, able to win that game, mainly because Cradily able to match up against the Feraligatr much better this season. Here we go. We got the Clodsire versus the Azu. Decent matchup. They go into their Malamar. Malamar, kind of interesting to deal with here. We are going to be able to resist their fast moves and their superpower. The Rockton goes and we get the debuff. The opponent has to get to another move here, and luckily for us, we are able to reach another Rock Tomb. This is going to get the KO or the last shield, and down goes both their shields. So surely up 2 shields will be enough to win this game. And we have this Malamar debuffed, so these bout plays are really not doing much. You can see we are just barely getting into the 50% mark. We're looking for the farm down. They go for another move, and okay, looks like we have to deal with the Corviknight in the back. So Cradily hopefully can core break the Azu and Corviknight. We are gonna fire off this first Rock Tomb and force out the switch, and that's not a winning formula for them, unfortunately. We do have this Grass Knot. We need to get to another Grass Knot. We are going to be able to get to it because we do have this shield to hide behind, and at this point we're just going to overfarm, and then we're going to save that energy, go into the Clodsire, and now we have Clodsire that's probably going to get farmed down, but we're going to be able to fire back with some Earthquakes. Even though they're single resistant, we are getting them in range of a potential Rock Tomb. So let's see if this is enough. Yes, it is. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a combination of the Cradily and the Clodsire. It's a very interesting team. You don't see a lot of Spiritombs right now, but with the right pairing, I could see it working actually. So looks like we had a favorable matchup there. They swap out into their Feraligatr, this time regular Feraligatr. So let's see if this scenario plays out any different from the Shadow Feraligatr earlier. We fire off the Rock Tomb and we do grab the shield. That's a high risk reward strategy right there by us, going for these Rock Tombs, because if they don't shield, they definitely survive, but then they can potentially win the shield advantage. But they decide to switch back out once double ice beams are used, and now we have Obstruct, Obstagoon. This is gonna be interesting. They boost up their defense, so these charge moves are gonna do less. And it looks like we have to get to another big move. I don't even know if this is going to KO because this is double buffed now. Yeah, that is quite the team, but them switching out allows us to make the alignments, and it looks like this Clodsire is not running Stone Edge. They decided to go for the Earthquake. Significant damage, but we can fight back with our own Shadow Ball. Now we have to let this... Okay, interesting. They are running Stone Edge. Now we have to go into our Clodsire. They swap back out again into their Obstagoon, chip away with the Night Slash, and now we have the advantage because they're relatively energy dry on their Clodsire. Whatever they bring in is going to be switch locked, and now we have Earthquake go through, and we are almost at another move, and we get to the Sludge Bomb, take out the Feraligatr. So GG's to our opponents, playing a super fluid team, switching in and out and trying to catch situations and get an energy advantage. But unfortunately for them, Obstagoon unable to beat our backline. Okay, this is just a troll team. They are just trying to get some buddy interactions potentially. And I don't even think they were shining, so they weren't even flexing their shinings in that situation. So looks like they just wanted to get rid of their battles. All right, we got the Drapion versus Clodsire. This situation kind of depends on if they shield our potential Earthquake or not. They're going to be super spammy, and they're staying in, so we're going to go for this Sludge Bomb bait. We do grab that shield, and that's really nice, because we can still survive at least 2 more moves here. There's the Aqua Tail. Here comes another Aqua Tail. We should be able to survive this. Yep. And then now it just comes down to if they swap out. They do finally swap out, and we have a huge advantage here. We have not only a shield advantage, but we can tank that first move. We go for this Grass Knot before they get to their next move. This is going to force the second shield or the KO, and down goes both their shields now. So we can shield here. We should be able to reach another Grass Knot before them. Yep. So down goes their Swampert. Their Drapion is relatively low health, and they reveal Superior. So Superior is going to struggle against our... okay, we debuffed them, but then they swapped out, so maybe it's okay for them. Our opponent here goes for the Aqua Tail to chip away at the Spiritomb, but we're going to go for this Rock Tomb to do some neutral damage, but also get the debuff, and they know their fate because we still have a shield to hide behind. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.